Hi and welcome back to IATEFL Online in Glasgow this year, and I'm now with Margit Szesztay, who's the incoming president of IATEFL this year. So Margit, it's going to be an exciting year ahead. What have you got planned?
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting 2 years, and well, I'm not completely new to IATEFL. I was the associates coordinator between 2003 and 2006, so I've got a bit of background with that, and I was also the Global Issues SIG coordinator for 3 years, just before I became vice president. So that also has influenced me quite a lot, because one of the things that I would be quite keen to do as taking on a bigger leadership role is to bring in this social responsibility aspect into IATEFL as well. And also to bring in the younger generation of teachers. Mm-hmm. That's my full-time job. I'm Hungarian. I live and work in Budapest. And I work with beginner teachers quite a lot at the university. And I got a lot of energy from working with beginner teachers. And at IATEFL, there are some younger faces, but it would be so fantastic to bring in the younger generation, their energy and their drive, and I think that would be really useful for IATEFL. So that's definitely among my plans as well.
Excellent. And what kind of roles do you see these teachers taking in IATEFL?
Well, helping us to work out future directions, because they really literally are the future, and they're the way they relate to the world is a little bit different from the way my generation relates to the mm-hmm. world, but certainly in kind of collaboration, just kind of if they're here more, if they're part of the events and they're also presenting, and then I think their ideas will filter in, and their energy will come in as well.
Yes, yeah, that's great. And you've got a new strategy for the future as well.
Well, yeah, because IATEFL is 50 this year, as we keep repeating, and so that also means that it's probably timely for IATEFL to take stock a little bit, to look back and look ahead. So one of the things we are planning is this IATEFL Into the Future initiative. So we are inviting everybody to share their ideas, to give us feedback, so that we will have an event which is at the center of this initiative, a kind of strategy day mm-hmm. on the 10th of June, which will involve the leadership from the special interest groups and the different committees. So we will all get together to kind of come up with a joint vision and kind of a strategy for what we want IATEFL to be like 5 years, 10 years down the line. And we're inviting people to give us feedback and share their ideas for this one-day event.
Excellent. And do you see it changing at all from being more primary learners, more secondary, more higher education, or is that all pretty much still the same?
You mean IATEFL? Like who
yes.
Yeah, that's a good question. I think I tend to think more in terms of like the different nationalities and countries, and I think the fact that I'm the second non-native speaker is not PC anymore, but I'm not a native of an English-speaking country. I'm Hungarian, and therefore a Hungarian speaker of English, and I think that also means that maybe I can do some things to strengthen. IATEFL is very international, but I think it's good for IATEFL to be international in all its aspects and in its leadership as well. So that's certainly something I would like to strengthen, and and make sure that what we do continues to be relevant to teachers at all levels. I would say primary, secondary, and mm-hmm. higher education.
Yes, yeah. And there are always projects and scholarships and things. Are there any things like that you can see changing in the next 2 years?
Well, these are great initiatives, and it's just something we would really like to continue, because I think both the projects and it would be fantastic to increase the scholarships, but that also depends on getting sponsors who would support us with this. But no, it's just something we would like to certainly keep and grow and develop, because they're really great initiatives.
Yeah, great. And for your own work, how do you see you balancing being the incoming president and being a full-time worker?
Yeah, it's probably going to be quite a challenge. So I see it sort of as an extension of I've always been a very community-minded person, and one of my aims has always been to build a community. When I was teaching in a for a short time at a secondary school, and then mostly in higher education. I work at university. I always wanted to build good communities out of the groups that I'm working with, and I guess this is just like a bigger scale now. Time-wise, I will have to learn to manage my time possibly even better, because it will be a big challenge. I have a very supportive partner who helps me with this, and great leadership, the people at head office and the trustees and all the 150 or so volunteers of ITEFL, so they've got a great team of people to work with.
Yes, excellent. And in the role, how much time do you get to spend with teachers and meeting new teachers?
You mean in my role as incoming vice president and then president?
Yeah.
Well, I work with teachers back home in Hungary, with beginner teachers. Also, sometimes I do in-service training. I go out to schools also, and sometimes I attend regional events. So I do get to spend some time with teachers. I think I'm a teacher too, although of course it's different teaching in higher education. But yes, it is important for me to get to know people and to not lose touch with the at the chalk face teaching.
Yeah.
I think that's really important.
That's great. Well, thank you very much. All the best. I know you're going to have a very busy week this week
Thank you.
and a couple of years. We're going to be back very soon with Andy Hockley.